XRP is pulling back today while there is a hidden divergence that is happening in the market that I want you guys to be aware of. Plus, Ripple eyeing up multiple acquisitions right now, similar to an Ethereum-like upgrade to the XRP ledger.
XRP 하락의 히든 다이버전스가 있다는 케니. 오늘은 어떤 소식과 해석이 있을지 알아보겠습니다.
Into it, looking at XRP's chart to start with, down to $2.08 today. Now, we did recently push all the way up as high as $2.23. We met the resistance again, and we have since been pulling back. Now, this leads me to be pretty happy with the profit taking that I did on the XRP trade here that I showed you guys live on this channel, because remember, I do not believe I know what's going to come next. So whenever I see a little bit of euphoria, I try and make sure I protect my downside by taking profits, by having stop losses, and by removing my emotion from the trade. The emotion when I take profits that I'm removing is the thought that if I don't take profits now, I could make a lot more money. I remove that from my trading thoughts, right? So what exactly is going on with Ripple today? Well, apparently they are eyeing up multiple acquisitions. This was posted by Masari Crypto over on Twitter, and you can see here Ripple is in active talks for multiple acquisitions following its $1.25 billion purchase of prime broker Hidden Road earlier this year. The company plans to enhance its XRP ledger with increased programmability and a new lending protocol expected to launch in Q3 2025. Ripple is also leveraging its acquisitions, including crypto custody firms Metaco and Standard Custody, to expand its cross-border payment infrastructure and stablecoin RLUSD. Despite limited interest from traditional finance giants, Ripple sees a strategic opportunity in acquiring companies that add value to its ecosystem. The XRP ledger remains tightly controlled, but it's ever evolving to include smart contracts and more flexibility, aiming to balance security with programmability. Ripple also announced several June initiatives, including tokenized treasuries and a decentralized exchange and a partnership with Wormhole for cross-chain asset transfers. So all of this could be a big step towards what everyone is very excited about when it comes to XRP. And I know the price action has been lackluster, guys, and I know people are getting frustrated, but this is why for me personally, I like to trade both in the long term and the short term, so I can make profits in these sideways moving markets. We've basically been the price we are now since April 11, and you could argue since all the way back December 24. So pretty much 6 months there. But I like to always remind myself of how far XRP has come this year, and the fact that I'm in XRP as one of about 7 cryptos that have done the best in this market. I'm pretty happy with, and I'm happy with those moves. And I've learned that things will not play out exactly as I hope, exactly how I planned, but hopefully I can personally still make profits from these moves. And right now, we see from House of Crypto here that he gets the feeling today is the most uninterested people have been in crypto in 2025. We have President Trump announcing that he's officially signed a trade deal with China. Remember, this trade deal, or not having this trade deal in this argument, is what led Bitcoin to drop all the way down to $74,000. It also had the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, and the overall markets in turmoil, heading into a very brief bear market there. And no one's even caring. No one's even talking about this. You'd think that this deal potentially would absolutely rocket the market, but it hasn't. How bizarre. No? That's strange to me. And we also have 99% of Bitcoin addresses in profit. We also have Metaplanet buying $130 million of Bitcoin. We also have the biggest single day ever buy for Ethereum since 2018. And Coinbase stock just hit a new all-time high. All the while, nobody outside of the trenches that we're in right now could care less about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, including XRP. Look at the search term for XRP, Google Trends, bear market lows. Now, this is a divergence that is very interesting because it shows that people with money are interested. People in the trenches are interested, but that retail liquidity that we need for the big push to the upside is not interested at all. So this is an exciting time for me personally to be positioned in what I've chosen, which is Solana, Ethereum, XRP, Sui, and Bitcoin. I have some other positions in my spot bag, and I think that this could do very well for myself, and that's why I'm positioned in here. I don't know for sure, and it might not work for you guys, but this is what I'm seeing, and all of this news gathered gives me a bullish sentiment personally. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.